Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this webinar. Yes, Yashwant, good evening. We will come to you. We will answer that question. That is one of the primary questions that we'll be answering today. So the rules of the webinar are very simple. We will take about 30 minutes to present. But before I proceed any further, I hope I am audible to everybody. Are you able to hear me? Please answer on the chat, please. Are you able to hear me? Yes. Sahiti, thank you. So yes, Yashwant, thank you. Vikas, thank you. All right, that's very nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to take about 30 minutes to cover the 4 points that you see on the board here today, the 4 points. Is it worth repeating? Should you repeat? All right. And if you decide to repeat, how should your preparation be? And then what are the challenges because of coronavirus this year and how we are going to negotiate this entire preparation exercise. And if there are any questions after this, we will address those specific questions. So before we proceed further, let me introduce myself. My name is Srinivas. I am one of the directors at Nano. I'm a BTech and MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. For the last 25 years, I've been associated with youngsters like you in terms of providing coaching and seeing to it that they settle well in life. And one of my passions is career counseling. So I will be joined shortly by my colleague, Krishna Chaitanya, who will address some of the points here. And he will also address any of the questions that you would have. Okay. Right, now let's start off. Life is all about second chances, because if there are no second chances, life will not be so exciting. So, and the JEE admissions committee gives us a beautiful opportunity for a second chance through the repeat attempt. So that option is available for everybody. Now the point is, should you be availing of that option? Okay, so that is the question that anybody would face at this point of time. Normally every year, May, June, we will be getting a number of students walking into our campus asking us this question, be providing the answer to the best of our ability. Fortunately or unfortunately, because of Corona, A, this thing got shifted to September, and B, because just as everything has gone online, even this counseling session has gone online. And because of this facility, we are able to address more students through one particular show. That way it has become more efficient. Rather than addressing each one individually, we are now in a position to address a lot of you guys in a single occasion. All right, now, so question is, why should I repeat? That is the single biggest question that you would be facing. Why should I be repeating at all? For most students who've taken maths, physics, and chemistry in their 12th class, IIT is a dream destination. So for that dream, if you have to struggle again for one more year, I think it is totally worth it. The second point is that you've already invested 2 years for preparation. You've already done something. You've already physically, mentally made some investment. I'm not talking about the monetary investment that your parents have made. I'm talking about the investments in time that you people have made. And that 2 years of your time cannot go waste. Suppose you are preparing only for intermediate or you are doing just 12th class board exam and you did not invest even a single minute for IIT preparation, then it would be a different decision to make. But most of you would have already invested 2 years, and some of you would have invested more time going through an IIT foundation, etc., etc. Having done all that, just because on that particular day or this particular event you could not make it, doesn't mean that you give up. No, why should you not give up? Let's understand this. As far as the engineering colleges are concerned, the engineering colleges are not the same all over the country. Though everybody gives a BTech from IIT is not the same as a BTech from, say, Nallamala Reddy College of Engineering. We all know that. We're talking about tier 1 IITs, tier 2 NITs and BITs, tier 3 local government-owned engineering colleges, tier 4 private colleges, etc., etc. So just on the basis of one attempt, you should not settle for, say, a tier 3 or a tier 4 college when you have the potential to get into a tier 1 college. What is it at this point of time? I would also like you to imagine a situation a few years from now. Say you don't take the second chance, settle for some Malla Reddy Engineering College, get into a company, and your own batchmate who has got that chapa, who's got that IIT degree, joins the company and becomes your boss, or he's in a senior position. How would you feel? Or why go so many years ahead? Just imagine the situation, say 1 year down the line, all your classmates who've got into IITs and ITs BITs come back from vacation and talk to you about the great things that are there in the campus, the great experiences that they have, etc., etc. And you feel lost out, that you were at par with them just a year back, and today you see already a gap between you and those guys who are lucky enough to get into the IITs. Now, strictly speaking, what is it that the IITs provide? The IITs provide, first, tremendous set of opportunities. Everybody knows about the placement opportunities. Everybody knows about placement opportunities because these are widely publicized, and we all know about the fantastic kind of placements that the IITians get. Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Goldman Sachs, Deutsche Bank, Qualcomm, Tower Research, all of these companies from a variety of backgrounds, not just IT alone, consultancy, banking, FMCG, okay, good manufacturing companies, multinational companies like Schlumberger, all of these companies go to IITs, and they do not go to whatever companies that I have listed now, do not go to your ordinary engineering colleges. So there itself, one opportunity missed. That means however good you are, the next 4 years you decide, okay, I've done a mistake, perhaps I've not done well till 12th class. From now onwards, I will get into, say, XYZ engineering college and work very well. However hard you work the next 4 years, you will simply not have access to these kind of companies because they'll not come to your campus wherever you are. So first thing is that opportunity is gone. Second, most people focus only on the placement opportunities. There are a whole lot of other opportunities that you will be getting at the IITs. What are these opportunities? Say, for example, internships. Say, for example, projects. So, in fact, most of the IITians get placed through just internships. They get the PPO, a pre-placement offer, without even going through a final interview because they've got internship at the very same companies that I've mentioned right now. They work in those companies for 2 months, 3 months, whatever, during the vacation. And based on that work, they get their placements, pre-placement offers. So that internship or project opportunities also you don't get. Also, a lot of IITians now are going to, say, US and other countries to do their exchange program. So one semester they will go and do an exchange program abroad. Just imagine the kind of exposure that these students do get by just doing their exchange program. Okay, so a number of opportunities like this exist as far as the IITians are concerned. Apart from opportunities, you also have what are known as experiences, because IIT is a different experience. And I see that every year among my students, after they come back after one semester itself, I see a completely transformed individual, an individual who's got, who was never communicative here in the college, suddenly goes there, becomes a social, very, very communicative, very, very forthcoming, very confident of himself, speaks very well. So I see that just in 6 months. So just imagine 4 years, what kind of value addition takes place in the IITs. No wonder, because we are talking uh, about 10 lakh students appearing for this exam, and and just about 12,000 students getting selected. So what you're going to do is you're going to live in for 4 years with some of the best in your batch. So that experience you'll be missing if you're not there with the IITs. Also, experience in terms of conducting mega fests, cultural fests, technical fests, and some of these IITs, the budget itself for each of these fests is a couple of crores. Just imagine you at that young age managing these things or being a part of these kind of shows, and what kind of exposure you would get. Exposure not only in terms of these things, exposure in terms of, best faculty, exposure in terms of technology, good labs, exposure also in terms of the kind of people that you come across, because IITs are national institutions. So you would not just meet just Telugu people or people from Telangana or Andhra Pradesh. You would meet people from all over the country, and in some cases even foreign students. So you will get exposed to culture, you will get exposed to a different language. That will make you a wholesome individual. And I always tell people that that is one of the reasons why you should be looking at an institution outside of your home state. Because as long as you stay in Telangana, or as long as you stay in Andhra Pradesh, your exposure to these kind of people, this kind of cultures is very, very limited. And at a young age, you need this kind of exposure so that you become a wholesome individual. Also, networking. Now, what do I mean by networking? Your peer group. In any IIT, you would be exposed to 3 years, 3 senior batches and 3 junior batches and your batch. So we are talking about 7 years, students belonging to 7 batches. So, and all of these guys belonging to all these 7 years, few years from now, will be the movers and shakers, not just in the technology domain, but also in banking, in manufacturing, in public service, because a whole lot of people from the IITs today are getting into civil services. Some of them are IAS officers, IPS officers, and all that. And this opportunity to network with all these people and form friendships with these people, and this is going to stay an advantage throughout your life, because you're going to be friends with these kind of people. And once you have exposure to these kind of people, you can use these networks to go ahead in life. Whenever you need help, whenever you need a reference, whenever you need to go ahead, whenever you need access to a particular company, whenever you need a job reference, whenever you need to get some work done in a government department, all of these networks are going to help. And finally, the brand. IIT is a super brand. It's a time-tested brand. It's been there all over the world. It is recognized. And once you have that chapa on your biodata, it is going to stay with you for life. So for this and several other reasons, if you have the capability, then just because you did not do well this year, you should not give up on your chance to get into the IITs. Please remember, in this connection, a BTech plus a BTech in any ordinary college and MTech in IIT is not the same as a BTech in IIT. Some students justify themselves. Some parents also say, okay, bhai, you are not getting IIT, so chalo, you get into Mallareddy Engineering College, prepare well, prepare for your GATE, and then do your MTech in IIT. Please remember, MTech in IIT is not the same as BTech in IIT. Ask any IITian, if you have a friend, they will tell you why it is not the same. Similarly, a BTech plus MS abroad is not the same as a BTech in IIT. A BTech in an ordinary university plus MS abroad. Some people think that, okay, chalo by 4 years I will do this and I will write my GRE and then I'll go abroad and do MS. The point is that unless you are from a top tier college in India, you will not get into a top university, say Stanford or a MIT or a Caltech or a University of California, Berkeley, or any of these things. So if you are from a tier 3 college, you will also get into similar kind of universities abroad. So you will never move up in life. So therefore, a BTech plus MS is not the same as a BTech in IIT. So that is another thing that you need to keep in mind. Some people think, and people ask me this question, is this a waste of time? So please understand that this is not a waste of time. This is rather investing time. You have to consider that as an investment for a secure and a good future. In this connection, let me tell you that only in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh and a couple of other states which have started now, you have this integrated program that is intermediate plus IIT, so that students prepare for IIT while they are still studying in intermediate. This kind of integrated coaching is not available in most parts of the country. So what do people do? They first finish off their boards, that is their intermediate in these 2 years, then drop 1 year and then prepare for IIT. It is called a dropper batch. If you see North, they consider it a dropper batch, and about 30 to 40% of students every year in the IITs are from the repeater batch, 30 to 40%. So you are not in a minority. 30 to 40% is a significant number. All right. Similarly, if you see the people who have taken biology, most of those people who get into MBBS are repeaters. Majority of them are repeaters. And just imagine, they've already spent 1 more year, and that MBBS journey is 6 years, and then they have to do a couple of years of PG, etc., etc. So compared to them, even if you spend 1 more year, it is not going to be too much of a waste of time. In fact, I would say an investment of time. Also, I would like you to consider this from a different viewpoint. Normally, a career for a person who gets into a job will be for about 33 to 35 years now, because post-retirement also people are working as consultants and all that. So this career can be extended up to 40 years. So in this 35 to 40 years of career, how much is 1 year? And especially if that 1 year is going to give you, is going to position you at a greater, at a better starting point, then that 1 year, I don't think is a waste of time. I would rather call it an investment in time, an investment for a better future. Now, the next question. The next question is, should I go for repeat? It is obviously a personal question which each one of you has to answer, but let me try to put myself in your shoes and try to examine this. First thing is, I've already invested 2 years of my time because I did not enjoy these 2 years. I was preparing somehow for IIT, maybe not the perfect way, but I already invested 2 years. All right. So I should get something out of this investment, right? So if that is your viewpoint, then definitely you should be looking at a repeat. Also, there are students who get very close, but either don't qualify in JEE or don't get their desired branch. Like, for example, you work very hard and you get agriculture, you may get agriculture engineering, say in IIT Kharagpur, or ceramic engineering in, say, Varanasi, or BS in earth sciences in IIT Kanpur, or things like that. I think you've got the potential. It's just that you're bad luck that you did not do good enough. Then you should be looking. Similarly, at JEE Main also, you've missed by a couple of percentile points. Then I think you should be looking at that. The third is that, okay, you've not got that kind of percentile, but you have a very identifiable reason for your failure. You can identify that reason. Like, for example, there are a lot of students who make the wrong decision in terms of joining a college, don't get exposed to good coaching. Because, nowadays in this coaching world, people make tall claims. People say that we do this, we do that, etc., etc. Ultimately, you go there, you find that, people who coach you are capable of teaching only up to intermediate level or MSET level, not up to JEE level. So perhaps you had that kind of a problem. Some people have health problem. Some people have family related problems. Some people don't have access to coaching. And this year specifically, lot of students have lost motivation because of the coronavirus, and 6 months they were away. They could not motivate themselves. Now they have realized the importance. So any of these factors, if there are any of these factors, and now you are motivated, I think you should be looking at the repetition very, very seriously. Now, who is the person who should not repeat? I am very clear about who is the person who should not repeat. He's already taken foundation coaching. He's already gone for 2 years of IIT coaching at one of the best coaching institutions, put in maximum hard work, but still he could not come anywhere close to JEE Main or JEE Advanced. Then I think he should be away. Anybody else, I think, should give a decent try. Now, while we are doing this, one we should be careful about is your motivation. In a lot of cases, I find that the parents are motivated. Parents' motivation is not good. It is the child, it is the student who needs to be motivated. So that is one thing that you need to keep in mind. The other thing is in terms of avoiding the 3 Ds. Now, what are the 3 Ds? One is demotivation throughout this 8-9 months of preparation. Second is in terms of distraction. You should be in a position to be away from distraction. Like, for example, say yesterday onwards, you started watching IPL, and somehow you cannot get rid of this, tendency to watch IPL. Then I don't think you should be preparing for you should be repeating this IIT preparation. So you should be away from distraction. You should be away from demotivation. And you should be away from diffidence. That is the 3rd D. What is diffidence? Lack of confidence. So you should embark on this journey only if you have confidence. If you don't have confidence, then don't touch. Because there's a highly individualistic, as far as long term is concerned, your classmates will be there with you for just 7-8 months. This is a lonely journey. All right. So be prepared for that mentally. There is nobody who's going to sit with you like your intermediate 2 years or high school, where the group of friends, etc., etc. Some of your friends might have decided to go ahead, join some college, etc. But for you, you will be lonely. So you should have confidence in yourself. Okay. Only then you should move ahead. And then finally, there can't be any excuses. You should come out of this tendency to offer excuses, because second time you can't give excuses. First time you've given excuse, second time you can't give any excuses. Provided you meet all these criteria, you should be looking at the second chance. You should go for the repeat preparation. Okay. So next are the 2 points, is that how should you plan your preparation and other issues. My colleague Krishna Chaitanya will come and address. Krishna Chaitanya is a well-known maths, apart from being the director of Nano, he is a well-known maths faculty. He is from a premier NIT at Kurukshetra, and he's been not just teaching mathematics, but he's also been guiding people like you and then putting them on the right track. So he will come and talk to you now regarding the other questions that we have now. And then finally, I will come back and talk to you about Nano's program for long-term preparation.
Hello everyone, how are you all? It is nice meeting you. So quickly, 10 minutes, I think is sufficient to talk about all of them. So whether to repeat or not, it was all clear. I'll put it again, rephrase it simply, that if you are ready to invest another year, Just don't look at your emotional state today, that something went bad. No result is bad, nothing is a failure. It is just a feedback of how you prepared for last 2 years, and it is an experience of how much more you have to prepare for one more year. That is what you have to take it, and take it positively. And if you are ready to invest another 7 8 months very seriously, then go take it. IT is for you, repetition is for you. Okay, but you see somewhere down the line, maybe 4 months down the line, 5 months down the line, 6 months down the line, my motivation can get drained off, then don't take a chance. Join wherever you get. Is that simple? If you think that next 7 8 months or to 1 year, you can strongly prepare with complete determination, go for it. It is the best investment which you can make. 1 year, you get returns of it year on year, year on year, year on year. But if you feel somewhere during the journey, maybe 3 months down the line, 2 months down the line, first 1 month everybody will prepare seriously, but 3 4 months down the line, the motivation, if it gets diluted, you may not be able to seriously prepare, then don't go for it. Simple as that. And then, how should you plan for your preparation? So there are 2 3 category of students here. Some of them who are comfortable with all these topics, but somewhere maybe the practice fell short or whatever might have happened, so they were just short of that target score. And second category is something messed up during the 2 years journey, and you are not at all confident, and you are not getting the direction of how to prepare or what to prepare, so you are confused. For first category, things are very simple. You will be confident that if at all you repeat, you will make it. You already know considerable part of the syllabus, so it's just about finishing that remaining part. So you will already be confident that if at all you prepare, repeat, you will be getting. Now the question is, with those people who were not able to prepare properly in the first 2 years of examination, whether in this short time will I be able to make up for everything? See, remember, you're not preparing afresh. Maybe you were confused, maybe you something didn't go well properly, but still you have given your board examinations, scored well, you have given your examinations, you have been listening to the classes, so everything is there, but not in a proper organized way. When you repeat, don't consider it as you are starting from zero, not at all. Having given the examination, the dates of January, prior to January and post January, it is a lot of difference. After your first attempt of JEE main, you might have got a lot of clarity as to how that exam would have been, what was taught in the class, and how the exam came. And all this experience was there with you. Again, after writing the examination in September, you are much more clear. So you have to start from there. It is not from starting zero. You're already experienced. You know maths, physics, chemistry, at least up to the level of NCERT or Telugu Academy textbooks. So you start from there. You make your base from there. You're a lot more experienced now, and that experience matters the most. And that experience will make you crack your preparation in just whatever is available time, 7 to 8 months, and that will be more than sufficient for you to crack the examination. So it is all about confidence. It is all about how you take it forward in the next few months. And once you decide that you are going to take it forward, we are all there with you. Whatever be the short period of time, we will properly complete the syllabus to you. We will revise things in a manner that you understand everything, and practice will also be enormous. So it is not just about classrooms, it is equally practicing. So now that you don't have any deviations about JEE, writing your board examinations, doing practicals, no such disturbance is there, English, Sanskrit, nothing is there. So it is just about sitting with the maths, physics, and chemistry of JEE main syllabus and JEE advanced syllabus, whatever is your target. You just bang on, prepare there, and we are there with you. We will be supporting you in every part of it. And one last question, what are the changes because of coronavirus? Absolutely no changes. There are no challenges at all. Every challenge is, remember, an opportunity. Every challenge will be an opportunity. If there are no challenges, then you are not doing anything. That is what it clearly means. So because there are challenges due to corona, that is what the question says, that means there is a big opportunity. The challenges are there for the less motivated people. And if you are motivated that you are how to make it, you are going to make it, then this challenge will become an opportunity. It will be a challenge to the others, and it will kill that competition, and you will be among the few who will be seriously preparing. So whatever you choose, whether you want to choose hybrid program where you have part of the online program and part of the online classes and part of the doubts clarification here in the campus, or you choose for exclusive online program, Nano ensures that we have a very good digital quality of classes, and we will be very interactive. Classes will be interactive. Whatever doubts you have, you can ask in the chat room. So we are all there with you. Absolutely nothing to worry. So just before taking a call, consciously decide, just go through that entire timeline. Don't make an emotional choice today. Just see the timeline of how motivated you will be in the next 1 year. See that preparation till May 2021, June 2021 maybe. So till June 2021, how your planning will be, how well you will be motivated, how your motivation will increase day by day, not decrease day by day. Once you ensure that you are ready to prepare, then we are all there with you. Whatever point you want to start, we are there with you, and we will ensure that you get the best out of it. So any further doubts, you can ask in the chat box. We are there to answer them.
Yeah, you can keep the questions coming. In the meanwhile, let me quickly tell you about what we have in store for you at Nano. Our long-term program is starting on yes, Yashwant, I'm answering that. 28th, we are starting 28th of this month, we are starting the program. Now, as of now, because the government has not given permission for physical classes, we will go online now. These online classes will be for 4.5 hours every day, 4.5 hours every day, 1.5 hour of maths, 1.5 hour of physics, 1.5 hour of chemistry. All right. So this is the first thing. Second is, as and when the government gives permission for physical classes, these online classes will shift automatically to physical classes. However, the online classes will continue throughout. So somebody wants to take only online classes, they can take the online classes throughout. However, somebody who wants to go for a hybrid class, as soon as the opportunity arises, as soon as the government gives us permission, we will move from online to physical classes. The physical classes timing would be 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock every day. And in terms of online classes, we've got the best facilities that are available. This is a webinar we are doing on Zoom, but otherwise we have our own learning portal called online.nanoeducation.co.in. online.nanoeducation.co.in. So you can go to this website. There are some demo videos which you can see right now. And once you join, we will give you user ID, passwords. This is a very comprehensive portal, online.nanoeducation.co.in. This is a very comprehensive portal. We are not dependent on Zoom. We have our own AWS service so that the audio and video quality is very good. We've got digital boards, as you can see here. This is a typical setup. The classes are highly interactive, where the chat will be presented right in front of the faculty, and they will respond to the questions that the student pose immediately. So it is not just one way, it's a two-way lecture. They're very, very interactive. Also, we will be giving you the WhatsApp numbers of our faculty so that at the end of the class, if you want to ask questions, you can ask those questions and our people will clarify. Also, what happens is that the videos of the classes, the recordings of the classes will be available in the portal. So in case you miss, or in case you didn't take notes, or in case you want to revise, you can always go back to the videos. They'll all be available. They'll be classified title wise, and they'll be available to you. Also, what happens is in the long-term program, it may not be possible for us to get into the micro details of every class, because a 2-year program has to be compressed in a few months. So in case, say for example, in your particular college, they have not even taught you basics properly. So what we will do is we will make you recordings of our detailed classes, and we'll make those recordings available. That means recordings other than your regular classes. Say for example, current electricity, important topic, not dealt properly. So one of our faculty, physics sir, Seshagiri, by name Seshagiri, is a legend in terms of physics teaching. So we will make available his current electricity classes, which he takes regularly for our for our second year students. So those library of videos will also be available to you, so that in case you require basic fundamentals, you can refer to these kind of additional lectures also. So this portal also has not just online classes and recorded videos. The portal also has course material. So your assignments, your DPPs, all of those things will be given in the portal itself. And we will also conduct weekly tests right now online through the portal. So the user ID password will allow you access to all of these things. The weekly test we will conduct on Saturdays, JEE main pattern, and on Sundays, JEE advanced pattern. So JEE main pattern on Saturdays, and on Sunday, JEE advanced pattern. And in due course, we will also conduct BITSAT grant test, but that will be after some time. So regular weekly test will be on JEE main and JEE advanced. And once this permission is given to conduct the physical classes, automatically, seamlessly, you will move on to the physical classes. So that is one thing that you have to keep in mind. How are we different? You may be asking, there are a whole lot of online players. Why don't I join an online player? The online player will not lead you to physical classes. In our case, seamlessly, there will be a continuation from online classes to physical classes, so that that will be smooth. There will not be any disturbance for you. Similarly, we also have a hostel. So those of you who want a hostel facility, we will provide a hostel facility for you. And again, that is dependent on the government. As soon as the government provides us permission, we will start the hostel. So the physical classes as well as the hostel facility, they're all ready. As soon as the government gives permission, we will start that. Till that time, the online classes will continue. Right now, 4.5 hours every day. So that is what we will be doing right now. Any other questions that you have, any other doubts that you have, you want to get further information about what we do, how we do, what is our approach, etc., you can always call our numbers that we have given here, 900007761. You can always talk to them. We can also have a video call with you where we can give you more information. One word about faculty. One word about faculty is that as far as long-term batch is concerned, we provide the best faculty for long-term, because long-term students come from diverse backgrounds. Some people with proper IIT coaching, some people not so proper IIT coaching. So the faculty needs to have experience to relate to all these people with different kinds of backgrounds. So normally a person with experience in terms of handling long-term will be in a position to relate to people with so many diverse backgrounds. So maths will be taken by Sri Ashwatrao Garu. I don't know if you have heard of Sri Ashwatrao Garu. He is one of the best maths teachers, faculty for IIT in the state. He's got 25 years experience, Ashwatrao Garu. He will be taking the maths sessions for long term. Similarly, physics will be handled by one Mr. Seshagiri and Bhushan. Both of them have more than 20 years experience, and both of them are well known in the teaching circuit. If you have anybody in IIT JEE coaching, you know anybody, please ask them about Seshagiri and Bhushan. They will tell you. They've got a fantastic background. Similarly, as far as chemistry is concerned, we've got Divakar and we've got Jagan. who've again got more than 20 years experience in IIT coaching. So both of them are very accomplished chemistry teachers. So our objective all the time is to get the best ranks out of the students that we have. And just to give you an idea of the ranks that we have this year in JEE main. So this is our performance in JEE main this year. Less than 2,000, 8 ranks. Less than 5,000, 26. Less than 10,000, 54. Overall, 90 students who've got seat getting ranks. Over 30,000 also there are people may get seats in NITs, but we have just counted up to 30,000, 90 seat getting ranks. Now, of particular interest is our 2 students. One student is Yogi Nayak, who's a repeater. He is a long-term student, Yogi Nayak. So he's got a category rank, All India 14. Now, last year he missed the bus, but this year he got 14. And with this, he can get into any NIT, but of course, he is not satisfied with NIT. He's preparing for JEE Advanced. Pavan Kalyan, 369 rank, another repeater. Just 2 examples that I want to give of repeaters, how well they have done. Last year, he did not get anywhere, and this year, he's got 369. So this is some of the best results that we have got. There are a lot of other people also here, and when you, this is available on our Facebook page, this is also available on our website. You can go and check out. Now, Yashwant, is there any branch for day scholar? Our day scholar branch is Nallakonta. Okay, so the coaching takes place at Nallakonta. Day scholar campus is also Nallakonta. Hostel campus is also Nallakonta. So the batch will consist of both day scholars as well as hostelers. A batch size, typically a section size will be 50. So we are not going to cross 50. Maximum size will be 50 for that particular batch. Okay, so any further questions, you can always talk to our counselors. They will give you further guidance in terms of when to join, how to join, etc. In terms of fees, we have divided the fees into 2 parts, because this time there will be online coaching. So some people would like to go only for online, and some people would go for a hybrid. So if you are going only for online, the coaching for the entire program up to JEE Advanced, whenever that JEE Advanced is, up to that is 40,000, only online. If you are going for hybrid, that is online initially and moving to the offline mode, it is 80,000. 40,000 for this plus another 40,000. So totally 80,000 for online, offline combination. And of course, hostel is also available, and we will tell you when the hostel starts, what kind of fees we charge, etc., etc. Last year, we charged 60,000 rupees for hostel for the entire year. So this year, the number of months will be less. So per month basis, we will charge for the hostel facility. So this is to give you an idea about the fees that we charge. Okay. So if there are no further questions, thank you all for participating in the webinar today. We look forward to more interactions with you. If you have any questions, as I told you, please walk in, or if you don't want to walk in because of Corona and other things, you can always call us. We can our counselors will arrange a video chat with us. We can have a video call and give you further information. If you have any personal question in terms of whether you should be repeating, because this is a very, very personal decision that you have to take, whether you should be going for repetition, etc., etc. What are your chances? We will help you in terms of deciding. Okay. Thank you very much for being with us today, and I hope we've answered most of your questions. We would like to see you in our campus very soon. Okay. All the best.